guys, and welcome to my June comic / manga reading wrap-up, where I'll show you everything I've read in June. Now, I don't have as huge of a pile as usual, but still pretty decent. Well, let's get started. So first, I'll start with the only manga that I read in June, and that is Dead Man Wonderland. Published by Viz, but it's by Jinsei Katakoa and Kazume Kondao. Again, I'm probably butchering them. Come on, focus. There we go. I hope you saw that. See, it was really, really good, this one. I made a video. Yeah, I filmed a thoughts video about this one. It was fucking cool. I'm definitely gonna pick up more. I remember, I think, seeing the anime for this. Oh, got a bit dirty. Probably because it fell. Yeah, I remember seeing the anime for this, or at least I'm pretty sure I did, and it looked really cool. So definitely a series I'm gonna keep up with. Here and there, because the manga's a lot more expensive. But there you go. Okay, so that's the manga. Let's get to the comics and trades and such. Come on. Alright, so first here we have Solomon Kane, issue 1 by Titan Comics. Lear found this for me in Kamikaze, and I got it because it's got a Mike Mignola cover. But that was actually a really cool issue. The cool story. I would actually pick this up. Finally, like a story about old times that actually uses old times language. Which was refreshing. I mean, I'm not saying, but I read a few that didn't, and it really puts you out of it. Here it didn't. It was cool. The art was fantastic, too. I'm gonna keep this because it's a Mike Mignola cover. But yeah, good story. I should probably check it out one day. Okay, 1 second. Got some mouse guard in here, and they are bless them squarey. I should have probably put them in a separate bag. Okay, then I read this facsimile of the first mouse guard comic, Belly of the Beast. Now it's by Boom Studios, but back then it was by Archaia. So yeah, this is the 20th anniversary. Back then when David Peterson published this, he just went to a convention and it was in black and white even. Because that's all he could afford back then. And shit, look where we are now. So I'm really glad I picked this up. It was cool to read it. And to see how David Peterson's art also evolved a bit. And how it was after he added colors. Fantastic. Sad, it's a reprint of it, because back then he didn't even publish a lot of these. Honestly, couldn't afford to. Okay, and then I read Usagi Yojimbo 10,000 Plums, issue 3. What can I say? I love Stan Sakai's work. I really enjoyed this one. I can't wait to get the other two. But, the war we had in June, the skies were closed, so it'll probably take a little while. But great. And I have a thoughts video, of course. Okay, oopsie. And then I read the new David Peterson series. I'm also waiting for the last part of that. And that is Mouse Guard, Dawn of the Black Axe. It's how the Black Axe really began, besides the weapon. It was created, how the first mouse that became the Black Axe. This is also a really good series. What bummer is that David Peterson's not drawing the art for it. But it's at least he's writing it. And the art is still very good, but I do wish he still drew this. There we go. Got a bit quenched in there. And after next time, basically next time I need to put it in a bigger bag. And then I read Captain Harlock, issue 3 by Blaze. Oh, and yeah, now the Mouse Guard stories are by Boom Studios. So yeah, Space Pirate Captain Harlock by Blaze. I'm really loving this series. I need to continue. I've just been reading other things. But I'm really glad I got it back then. Cool purple in the cover. Okay, and then I dug up a lot of the trades that I've gotten and finally read them. So I read this one. It's called Johnny the Homicidal Maniac by, it's the director's cut by, fuck. If I still have the clip, I'll put it here.
Yonan Vasquez?
Because I listened to it. Yeah, I'll have the clip in here, but yeah, that's by him. This is the gentleman that created Invader Zim. So yeah, this was quite the read. It was very weird, but interesting. I also have a thoughts video about this one. It was quite something. I must admit, I would have liked my own male bunny. So yeah, well, if you're familiar with his work, you probably enjoyed, there's like a little sample of it. Well, if you also watched Invader Zim, you know the style. Oh, okay. Next. Oh yeah, next I read Shadow of the Golden Crane issue 3 by Dark Horse. This is going in a weird direction. I don't know, maybe they're planning another series where they expand on her, but yeah, so far it's just not as good as the first issue seemed. I mean, it's a decent read, I do like it, but it's not as good as I hoped. Honestly, a lot of these I feel like I should just get the whole thing and then read it in succession. Okay, it's like, yeah, it's probably going to be a series that I will not keep. I will most likely get rid of them. Okay, next, for my birthday, Lyra gifted me some Mouse Guard single issues. So here we have, these are still by Archaia. So Mouse Guard, Winter 1152. This is issue 3. So I had a blast rereading these because I have the trades of these I picked up. Then we have here issue 4 of 6. Now the one minus of reading the singles is that I didn't get the as in the I don't know if this is spoilers, but in the trades there's an extra for this third story. An epilogue. Wait. Epilogue is in the end. And this is issue 6 of 6. Got a bit confused. I thought this was Sadie at first when I read the story until I realized, oh wait, that's Kanzif. Okay, and then the last one is Mouse Guard the Black Axe. This is about Kalina. This is issue 5 of 6. So I read those. Okay, and then I read Rook Exodus, Volume 1. This is by Image Comics, but also from the Ghost Machine universe. It was fucking awesome. I really loved this one. Another series I'm going to follow and get the trades of in the future. This was really fucking cool. I loved it. Great art too. I made a thoughts video about this one. Okay, people, last bag. I don't think this one will be too long though, because I don't have as many as I usually do. Okay, then I read this. It's called Cain and Abel. It's by Image. It's by these two gentlemen, Shaky Can and Karen Abel. Now, I have no idea why I even picked this up, honestly. And I picked it up probably 3-4 years ago, and I can't fucking remember why. Like, after reading it, I don't know what compelled me to get this. What did I think? Because this is like a bunch of, I don't know, fever dreams by these writers. Now, granted, maybe that's the point. But I didn't like it too much. Again, I don't know these gentlemen's work. Maybe it's supposed to be like sort of comedic. I don't know. Personally, I didn't like it. I thought it was just unnecessarily, I don't know, weird. And there's one story here that was pretty gross, too. Had cockroaches in it. So this is the art style, which didn't help. But yeah, it was like reading fever dreams. And the one story I found kind of entertaining is this one. You can see here. I'm pretty sure this is supposed to be like a Batman parody. Or like Batman thing, because you got this guy who also lost his parents when he was young, and then he became... I even forgot the name that he had as a... Wait, let me look. What was his fucking name? Okay. The Nightmare and Sleepy. But Sleepy is supposed to be his Robin, basically. So I'm pretty sure that one I was kind of entertained by. And everything else was... that cockroach story was disgusting. It was even like the main villain, which I was at first sure was a man, but it was a woman. She had this like bra that had where the nipples were cut, and then the cockroach. I don't know why I'm reminding myself of this grossness. So yeah, this was so not for me. And again, I can't bloody remember why I even picked it up. So happens when you don't read your stuff on time. You have a whole backlog then of things to read, and some of them I can't remember why I even picked up. Alright, on to something better. It's Lock and Key, Volume 1. Welcome to Lovecraft by IDW. There we go. I'm sure that many people know about Lock and Key. It's quite a well-known story, right? It's by Joe Hill, that is Stephen King's kid, I believe. So this was pretty good. I read like part 1 of crossover between Lock and Key story and Sandman universe, which, well, now reading this kind of has something a little confusing in it. But anyway, I really did enjoy this one. The art was really interesting, had a good style. There we go, I'll show you a page. Yeah, good style. I like the cover too, it's very ominous. So I liked the story, it was good. I definitely will at some point pick this up, but I'm not gonna... It won't be a top priority of reading, not like Rook. But it's definitely interesting. I do though wish it was slightly different with having more focus on something different to begin with, but hey, it is what it is. Other than that, good. So that, and then last but by no means least, I finally read Rye. Now, I bought these, I'm pretty sure, from Amazon, 4 volumes of Rye, but this is a Rye story from, as a series that was between 2014, 2016. So I got the trades of it after buying like I bought a comic pack and it had issue 2 of this in it. And I was just like, oh, I was so blown away. So I finally picked this up. Oh, I'm so happy. I also filmed a thoughts video about this one. It was fucking awesome. And I'm so glad I have all of them. I'm so glad I didn't read them immediately because I've since learned more about Rise, so it kind of helps. But yeah, all of them, it wasn't a very, it's a decently long series, I suppose, by today's standards. It's 16 issues, because each volume has 4 issues in it. Usually a volume you have usually 6, but again, depends how long the series is. So I love this one, it was awesome. I'm gonna keep reading the other ones, of course, since I have them. It's great. I love them. And that's it, folks. This is everything I read in June. Well, between that and other stuff, pretty good. I will mention this year I didn't finish any books in June. Which, oh well, one less wrap up to film. So not all bad. Alright, that's it, folks. Let me know if you've read any of the comics here. They're manga, and if so, what did you think about them? And that is it. Remember, collect what you're passionate about and share it on YouTube. Bye!